scared to attempt. Lost sleep, lost friends, still went all in.
Yep. What's going on, people? What's going on? I just dropped 5 videos for y'all. I just dropped 5 videos for y'all. And you see the video. I've been working on a lot of content. A lot. A lot of content. Working on a lot. So let's get into it, shall we? All right, so right now we are watching 30 minutes of how being born poor keeps you poor. I'm gonna let y'all know something. I'm gonna invite y'all into how I was raised in America. So I'm from Hot Springs, Arkansas. All of my cousins in my hometown told me that I will be the only one to make it out of my hometown. And I never realized it until I left. It was when I was 13 years old. My mom paid for a plane ticket for me because she was in Kansas City, Missouri when she bought the plane ticket. And when I tell you that it was crazy because I was raised in the suburbs. Both sides, both of my neighbors, my neighbor on the left of me and the right, both Caucasian. The one on the left was our family lawyer. I live next door to our lawyer. May he rest in peace. And I don't know nothing about being poor because I never lived in the trenches. All I know is the good way of living. When I would go to the grocery store, I remember getting the box cereal. I don't remember getting bag. I never got bagged cereal. Um I'm just stating the facts. I'm just stating the facts. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Be right back. Hold up. It's about to be a movie. right, so the way I was raised had a different experience than everybody else because I came up. What's good with you? The topic of the day is 30 minutes of how being born poor keeps you poor. But the thing is, I was never born poor. Rest in peace to my dad. He would tell you that I'm a suburban kid. My mother would tell you that I'm a suburban kid. My father graduated from Delaware University. My mother graduated from, got the name of it, just left my brain. Just left my brain. 1 second. One second. Okay, there it is. And then my mom graduated from Grambling State University. My mom, she had got the criminal justice degree. And I forgot what my dad got. Cause my dad is a Sigma. He's a part of different things as well that I can't really speak on too much about. But to anybody that's watching, where you watching from? I know you lurking, but you can at least say something. Leave me with a like, a comment. Give me something. Tell me what state you seeing me from. Cause I've been still working and grinding out content. So I'll be pushing out 6 or 7 different videos a day. 6 to 7 different videos a day.
Okay, you get to create it. Like, you got to take the leap of faith and you got to trust God. A leap of faith is a leap of trust, a leap of knowing, a leap of believing, a leap of, okay, let me do this because I know my God got me and I know I'm going to be just fine. You're going to be just fine, baby. You're going to be just fine. Matter of fact, you're going to thrive when you get away from everything that you've known that has kept you comfortable, and in familiarity. When you get away from that stuff, you finna flourish. Your life finna thrive. Okay, that was survival mode, and you get ready to step into thrive mode when you leave that alone. You got to get away from your family. Okay. All right. I love you.
And I completely understand where she's coming from. If you are with your family and they are people that put you down, they're people that bring out the worst in you, they're people that are overall negative, then it is not in your best interest to stay around them. I don't give a damn if you share the same blood with them or not. In fact, it is in your interest to remove yourself from that environment to make sure that you no longer have to suffer when being amongst them. And when you move to a different state, a different city, a completely different place of living, it allows you to grow in a way that you probably haven't grown before. You're able to express yourself in new ways. You're able to build a new reputation, build better habits, and overall change your lifestyle. This is very difficult to do if you're somebody who is staying amongst the same old people, reminding you of your same old habits and not allowing you to change. Now, if you are in a completely different circumstance, you don't.
See, look, I never had old habits. I left my hometown at the age of 13. I'm 31 right now. Bro, you didn't send 5. Get out of here. Get out of here. You did not send 5. So, a lot of people, the people who be hating on you, look, people have hated on me. That's why majority of the time, people don't even know what I actually do to make money. A lot of people don't know what I do to make money. The only people that know what I do is God and my wife. To everybody else, I'm brokey. Cause I'm trying to get back to working, like outside, working outside the house. Cause the house where I live at is my office. It's my office, respectfully. And let me see. Let me see.
Have to deal with these people anymore. You don't have to deal with them attacking you, attacking your character, getting on you about how you used to be instead of who you're becoming, making sure that you're entrapped in this box that they have compartmentalized you in within their own mind and not allowing you to grow. These are all things that are extremely negative to the human psyche and can inhibit your growth as a human being. So you have to be critically aware of all of those people who are good to have around you and bad to have around you and move accordingly. Because there are many family members who will try to gaslight you into remaining around them simply because of your relationship to one another, without taking into account whether or not the relationship is healthy to begin with. Somebody in the comments says, pay off some debt, then I'm out of here. Somebody else says, yes, I finally accepted that I cannot take my family with me to this next season. God, keep reminding me how Jesus had to leave his family and hometown. Let's keep going.
Stay in the state of connection.
So motherfuckers in their feelings because that girl got on here and was talking about parents with money are better for their children than parents that ain't got no money. And everybody purposefully missed the point she was making because they was in their feelings because they felt triggered because they broke. But I've been broke and I've been a parent.
Like I be sorry. Like I be sorry to the fact that people did not get to experience life the way I did. They didn't get to experience life the way I did. You know what I'm saying? So, because I grew up in a 4-bedroom, 3-bath house, 3 full bath with a big basement, big backyard and front yard. I was the kid who had to rake the leaves. Glad I didn't have to mow the lawn because the front yard was too much. It was too much.
And obviously you all see how I live now. And I'm a parent. And I can say for 1,000% fact, it is better to have money. And I ain't saying being rich, but have enough money to where you could do everything you need to do for your children as far as needs. You could take care of their wants and then have the money left over to enjoy your life either as a single parent or, with your spouse. Dog, the stress of being broke as a single person is fucking tough. You throw a child or children into that? Oh my God. Dog, when we was parenting, living in a 1 bedroom, and you know what I'm saying, I'm living paycheck to paycheck. You know what I'm saying, bro? We wasn't struggling, but it wasn't easy. It wasn't what we living now. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, why you think so many of these single mothers are out here and they fucking hate, I'm not gonna say they hate their children, but they hate the fact that they have children. And it's not because they have children, it's because that's why I always talk about.
They made the choice of choosing that man to be the father of their child. You got to be careful with the decisions you make.
Family planning and being able to afford, a lot of y'all can't afford the children y'all have. A lot of y'all can't afford to have the children y'all have. And that shit is stressful. It's stressful being broke and you can't provide for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, and why you think so many men out here that are baby daddies are so fucking pissed off all the time and emotionally unstable and shit because they got child support coming out. They can't pay them niggas be broke because they can't afford the child they created in the circumstance, which is a broken home, which now you gotta pay for 2 households. That shit is stressful. Look at my motherfucking pantry. You think that my kids can go anywhere they want and grab whatever the fuck they want? Refrigerator number 1. It's a little empty right here. Come here. You know what I'm saying? They go grab whatever the fuck they want. You want something out of here? This bitch full too. You know what I'm saying? Like, the healthy shit at the bottom. Shit, nigga, you want some rice? Shit, you want something? We still looking at food. Hell, still more food. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I ain't stressed out if my kids eat the fucking food up and I gotta lock the goddamn pantry. Remember that conversation y'all was having? Like last year? Locking the pantry and y'all was talking like that shit is just normal? I'm not snapping on my kids because they asking for a little toy at the store or some ice cream or some McDonald's and all.
Listen, my mom never, it don't matter what I wanted, she would get it for me. Even being the age I am now, I am 31 years old. My mom will still give me money even if I don't ask for the money, she will still give me money. Even when I have money, my mom will give me money even when I have it. You understand? My mom has never been broke. My dad was never broke. He always had money. I've been living in Louisville, Kentucky since I was 13. I've been here 18 years. I have a loving wife. I got my high school diploma, got my degrees, I got my certificates, I got LLCs. I have a media company, which is what I'm doing right now. Was Never Media. 3 different platforms that are monetized. I got a medical courier company and have to wait until I'm cleared to get back to what I do to make my money. Because I lost a vehicle in a wreck while working. While working.
I'm snapping on them because we got McDonald's at home. You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing when my kid come ask me, Daddy, can we go to Chuck E. Cheese this weekend? And I don't have to be like, nah, baby, I gotta wait till next pay period because Daddy ain't got it. And it's no knock at people who have to do that, because I've been there. But that's why I'm speaking from experience to know the difference between having it.
Because, like, y'all gotta understand, being a person who owns a company, I understand the difference between an employee and a employer. I make the choice. I'm in control of the choices of going on a break, going on vacation. In the near future, when my wife is pregnant, when she goes on maternity leave, I can set up my maternity leave the same time as hers. Like, being a person who works for themselves, meaning I work through my phone. There's an app that I just log into and I'm making money. Bam, 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 bam. I got contracts. I'm just saying.
And being a parent and not having it and being a parent. But y'all gotta get out y'all feelings and just, it is what it is, bruh. Remember how a lot of us had to go work in high school so we could get a car and pay for prom and pay for fucking senior pictures and all? Like, we had to, because we had to, because our parents ain't have it. Like, bruh, I was working doubles as a fucking high schooler. Legal as fuck, but because my kids ain't gonna have to do that to pay. My kids gonna work to gain social experiments and do little fuck shit and get some pocket change. Go do what the fuck they want to do. But they're not gonna have to work to pay for actual shit, bro. Like, it's so many aspects to this shit.
Like, I gotta understand. Was never media, never late medical. Our future children will have the choice if they want to work. That will be an option for them if they want to work. If they want to do something, they have that choice to. But for me, they're not going to have to. You know what I'm saying? Like, the family name is going to mean something. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just saying.
We could talk about, and I'm open to talking about it, but people gotta get out their feelings, bro. It's so much better being a parent that got than a parent that ain't got. It's better being a child growing up in a product of have instead of a product of survival and have not.
Girl, keep your legs closed. Girl, keep your legs closed. You see, the truth is, you should not be dealing and dibbling and dabbling with people, knowing good and well you cannot afford to do so. Because if a child pops out, what are you to do? If you're somebody who is not in a financially stable situation where you can't afford to take care of those children, where you wouldn't be able to put those children in school, where you wouldn't be able to pay for their tutoring, where you wouldn't be able to sit down and converse with them because you have to focus so much of your time, effort, and energy on work, then you should not be dibbling and dabbling. But what you see is people that are extremely irresponsible and do not have the wherewithal to pay for their children, and they end up creating financial and emotional trauma that is passed down to those children, that the children then continue themselves. And as the brother said, what does this look like? This looks like you wearing the exact same outfit to school every day. This looks like you having to work double shifts as a high schooler. This looks like your parents not being able to afford to take you out to enjoy yourselves. This is exactly what is caused when your parents are financially irresponsible. In other words, they're broke. And so in reality, you set your children up for failure before things have even gotten started. And this is something that is completely unavoidable if both the male and the female thought about what they were doing before they did it. You hear me? A comment says, she wasn't telling a lie. A parent with money is a lot more focused and less stressed, making the
Wait a minute. I'll be right back. Be right back. One second. Give me one more second. Time is it? Let me All right. This is what I'm going to say. Now, this is the difference. So, this is the difference. My parents were the ones that had money. They were the ones with the money. Where I didn't have to deal with stress. All I had to do is deal with being a kid. Focus on being a kid. I didn't have to grow up and work for myself. You know what I'm saying? And the environment I grew up in was better for me. And every time I would ask my mom for stuff when I was a kid, she would get it for me. I was a kid the same way you see these celebrity kids dressing, wearing the Giuseppe's, the Ferragamo, the Fendi, the Burberry, the Louis Vuitton. I was wearing that growing up. Now I wear Wrangler, Goodfellow, Hanes, regular shirts. I'm just stating facts.
Environment for the children better. The parent can pour a lot more into the child. Another comment says, not having money really does F up your mood. I can only imagine it's worse when your child asking for stuff and you don't got the money for it. Another comment says, people act like money don't matter and it do. It's always better to not have to be worrying about money. And all of these comments are extremely valid. As far as you being somebody who is stable, having a good career, having money to be able to take care of the children, this is going to allow you to be more emotionally.
People be mad at me because once because I remember once upon a time, my ex co-workers would always wonder what I was doing to make money. Because every time I would come to work when I was working in my 9 to 5, they'll be stressed out, wondering how they gonna eat, how they gonna do this, how they gonna do that. But they see me coming in, like, oh, where you getting your food from? Then I say, my wife is bringing it. And then the people that I work with, they wouldn't believe that I was married. The same people that would watch me on stream, and they wouldn't believe I had a wife. They like when people thought that this house that I live in, they thought that this was an Airbnb. They thought the house that I live in was an Airbnb. I'm like, no, this ain't no Airbnb. Like, everything in this house got our names on it. You know what I'm saying? Gotta make it make sense.
available for them, financially available for them, and overall lead to a better, more healthy household. But if you're somebody who does not have money, if you're somebody who has not prioritized stabilizing your life before you went on reproducing, what you'll find is your life becomes more unstable now that the children are there.
I think when it comes to growing up poor, a lot of people don't understand, like, the hard parts of being poor as a kid. Like, it's not even just about getting bullied at school or wearing the same clothes. Nigga, we talking about you wake up in the morning, right? Let's say it's the weekend. So you ain't finna go to school, no breakfast, no lunch. You wake up in the morning, lights off, gas off. You look in the refrigerator, mind you, lights off, electricity, gas off, refrigerator don't work. Look in that bit, refrigerator, hot as hell, none in that bit. Mind you, you waking up in the morning, go about you a kid, so you still going outside hooping and some more shit. Nigga, you fasting without even trying to. Body just break it down all the glycogen you got left. Nigga, fuck is you talking about? You go back in the crib, sweating hard as fuck. Mind you, water warm as hell. Look in the refrigerator. No food in that bit. You get so hungry, you get delusional to think that some food finna pop up in the refrigerator, nigga. On God. There ain't no food in there. You already knew that, but you know what I'm saying, your mind in circles type shit because you hungry as fuck. You go back outside, chill. And it's so crazy because, like, you're literally outside to pass time. Like, you're not even outside because you want to be all the time. You outside to pass time, right? And I'm saying this to say this, like, be grateful for what you have, because as a kid, I literally know how it feels to not eat all day. We talking about not when a motherfucker tell you, I ain't eat all day, God, leave. And they had the option to eat. We talking about nigga ain't eat all day, and a nigga didn't have the option.
Ethos.com. In 10 minutes, you can be covered with life insurance. No medical exam, no blood test.
You wake up, no food. You come back in the house after being outside, no food. At night, no food, no lights, no gas. Bathing in cold ass water. Like, people don't understand that. And it's like, I feel like some people need to go through trials and tribulations so they can understand, like, my nigga, you're good, my nigga. Like, you always want better for yourself, but you in a pretty good position. You feel me?
I don't think you gotta starve in order to understand how good you got it in your situation. But what I will say is, that crazy. And these are the issues that having an irresponsible parent will bring amongst you. And the crazy thing is, you didn't ask to be here, bruh. You didn't ask to grow up in poverty. You didn't ask to grow up without any food, any water. You didn't ask for any of these things. But many of the parents in these situations will blame the child, express an attitude to the child, be upset with the child as if they did anything wrong when all they did simply was be born. And now you going around having to deal with your mama because her broke ass got an attitude and she didn't know how to keep her legs closed. Now you got to deal with your broke ass daddy because your daddy ain't got no job and ain't looking for one. And you sitting there having to deal with that, and that expresses itself in your relationships, in your friendships, how you move in life, what kind of opportunities you think should be available to you and what opportunities should not. Because now you grow up thinking, maybe I deserve less. Maybe there are opportunities out there for me, but maybe I'm just not blessed enough to receive them. And it all boils back down to the foundation or the lack thereof that your parents created for you. A comment says, poverty is legitimately so traumatic, I would never have children unless I was very financially stable for real. Another person says, mind you, there was a moment in school where it was cool to not eat lunch. People was laughing at others for being hungry and eating lunch. Another comment says, I grew up in Compton and we went to the store and begged all day if we didn't have food. Somebody would feed us eventually. I remember one day a lady gave each of us a $5 food stamp and my big brother made us give it to him so he could go grocery shopping. I cried for my food stamp, not knowing my brother like 12 making grown up decisions like that. I love you for life, Eric. And so, as you can see, all of these are traumatic experiences that people go through when they're raised by parents who didn't do better. And so, what this tells us is number one, please hold your parents accountable for their faults. And number two, don't be a reiteration of what your parents did to you. Let's keep going.
I used to work at a boarding school and it cost $60,000 for a student to attend there, and parents still paid for outside tutors on top of the $60,000 a year. Most wealthy people or upper middle class people or even middle class people, they invest in their child's education. It's not even about paying for a tutor, it's also buying a more expensive house in a better school district. That is an investment towards a child's education. Most people are not willing to invest in their child's education, and that's why their child can't read. And of course, I'm not talking.
And people be mad that I know how to read. People be mad that my mom put money into my education. People be mad I know how to read. People be mad that I watch anime. I'm like, I'm sorry, this is what I grew up watching. You gonna attack me for it? You gonna attack me because my family, my mother paid for my education? She was paying for my education. I went to First Step. I went to Head Start. I went to a laboratory type of school at Grambling University that was for kids. I went to those type of studies because the people would tell my mom that your kid is so intelligent. When I was growing up, I think I was 3 years old. I broke down a Super Nintendo and I put it back together. I broke down a Super Nintendo and I put it back together. People be like, wait, you read? Like, I read every day. I have to learn something. Since I've been in that wreck that happened last year, and they telling me I gotta wait to get cleared in 6 months, and they tell me I gotta wait half a year, and they don't know, and the people they think that I work under somebody, and then I tell them no, I work for myself. When I get paid, it says Never Late Medical just got paid. Like, I don't use my social security number no more. I use my EIN number. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very crazy. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna just show y'all proof. I'm gonna just show y'all proof. You feel me? Just show y'all proof. My goodness. One second. I'm gonna bring it. Let me bring it up to y'all real quick though. I'm about to bring it up to y'all real quick though. All right. So right here. Hold up. I mean, I don't really care about showing y'all how much I made. So what I'm about to show y'all is what I made on August the 1st in last year. So you see where it says Never Late Medical? All right. You won't see my name pop up. Never Late Medical. That's what pops up. When I get the transaction, when I get paid, it says Never Late Medical got paid. My name is not in it. My name is not in it. What's good with you, Brody? What's good with you? What's up with you? What's up with you? How we doing out here?
About people who are low income or do not have the extra funds. I'm talking about people who are driving the newest cars, who have the newest clothes, newest shoes. Their kids have the newest Xbox, newest PS5. They're in 15 different traveling sports, and their parents are unwilling to pay for a tutor. They have the money, they're just not investing in the education. So they want to go back and be like, well, it's up to the tutor to give my child an education. No, it's not. No, it's not. Most children's problems with education would be fixed if their parent just invested in a tutor. If you don't invest in a child's tutor, if you don't invest in your children's education, if you want to put them in soccer instead of Kumon, that is up to you.
There are so many parents that will prioritize looking good.
Hold up. Hold up, Josiah. Hold up. It's gonna keep on doing that to you. Wait 1 second. My bad. I thought you was in the regulars. I thought you was in the regulars. I thought you was a regular. I thought I got you in already. Let me go ahead and add you. I'm going to go ahead and add you real quick. So just give me a minute. Yeah, just give me a minute. Because if I don't do what I'm about to do right now, the Nightbot gonna be bothering you every time. So hold up. All right, we Gucci. All right. All right, we Gucci.
Good, prioritize going on trips, prioritizing gratifying other people's opinions about them and their family rather than their own children's scholastic ability and education. In particular, for those parents who have the ability to do so, as this sister said, it is absolutely unreasonable and unacceptable for you to not place your child's education in high precedence. And a lot of people don't recognize The reason why so many kids go on to do well in college, go on to do well in university, and go on to get some of these very highly competitive jobs that will pay $100, $200, $300,000 right out the gate, right out of college, is because their parents set them up when they were younger. Their parents invested in them when they were children. And all of these years of constant studying, constant growing, constant maintaining of habits that are good for education, all of these things culminate into the child doing very well in life. But what you can also see is parents that have the ability to prioritize those things don't prioritize those things, and then their children ends up being lackluster as a result. One comment says, my son was in QMon, Math Plus, took Spanish classes since he was a toddler and ran track, played lacrosse and football. Now he's a freshman at Harvard. Yes, proud mama here. Exactly. Whenever you have a child that is raised by a good mama, good daddy, good
Bro, you know how, bro, I was like 4 or 5 years old. I was already writing dissertations. I was already writing dissertations.
parents overall, this is the result. You get a child that's doing really good in school and will probably have a very good outcome afterwards. Another comment says, this is exactly why I say kids cost money. I don't care what nobody says. Another comment says, while middle class and low income people try to convince the world that college is a scam, wealthier people are preparing their kids for the future through education. And
I come from a middle class family. I come from middle class. College not a scam. You gotta make it work for you. The way I know the in and out of taxes is through learning from the rich, the billionaires. They teach you how they're doing it. There's some that didn't graduate high school and they millionaires and billionaires.
in particular, they're preparing them with profitable education, education and skills that matter, education that's going to pay the bills, education that won't have you broke on the street, education that won't leave you homeless, education that won't have you working at FedEx even though you got a degree, education that won't.
Man, look, I work for Amazon, I work for FedEx, I work for UPS, I work for Papa John's, I work for Domino's. I did 10 years of DoorDash. 10 years. Before I before I started a medical carrier company, I did it in 2020. Josiah, I got 3 degrees in my room. I got 3 degrees in my bedroom. And I utilize them. You can see my medical carrier logo on the side of the refrigerator. That's the old logo. That's not even the new one. I got a whole new logo. So when it's time to get back to working outside, I'm gonna be locked in. Cause I'm owed money because they have to pay me for the 6 months that I didn't get money for? Like, but I will say this. I will say this. Every job interview I went to in my life, every job interview, they tell me that I'm overqualified. I'm like, what do you mean I'm overqualified? They would tell you when I had my associate's degree. What's good with you, True? What's good with you? So like that's how I knew I was that's how I knew that I'm here for bigger and better things when the people who are doing the interview telling me that I'm overqualified. And I'm like, what you mean I'm overqualified? They're like, you got all these achievements already. You shouldn't be here. I'm like, what do you mean I shouldn't be here? So you tell me I got these degrees for nothing? You tell me I can't utilize them for this company? Then they would say, yeah. Every job I worked at, they would tell me, like, wait, they're like, wait, you got this, that, you own this company, that company? Like, yeah. Then they be like, you're not a regular person. And then once I found out that you can make money streaming, that's where they messed up at. Because once I saw that I made $1,100 in 30 minutes, I'm like, what? Nah, being overqualified is a bad thing. And when I was applying to jobs before I got to where I am now, they would tell me that like I will be steps ahead of people. Being overqualified, they're not gonna let me in. Like I can show you all my degrees. I got my first degree. So I graduated high school 2012. I got my first degree 2014. My second degree 2016, and then my double bachelor's degree 2017. Because when my wife had met me on Tinder, she was the only woman that swiped right on me. The only woman that swiped right on me. When she read my description on Tinder, she couldn't believe that a black man such as myself would have these achievements. I'm like a rare Pokemon or something. So when people would talk to me and they would want to pick my brain and figure out how I'm making this much and that much, because like when I started doing DoorDash in 2016, there will be other DoorDashers who will be asking me, how are you making this much money, but I'm not making that? Because when I was doing DoorDash, I would make $3,000 to $4,000 a month doing DoorDash. Because I knew where to go. I knew how to make over $200 in 5 hours doing DoorDash. I knew when to hit DoorDash. Like, it was like clockwork for me. Josiah, I know everything about the Black history. Majority of the things in this house was invented by Black people. That home security system we got, a Black couple made that. This refrigeration, a Black man made that. An ironing board, and an iron was made by a Black woman. I can talk about a lot that Black people have done that people don't want to give credit to us. Even the steamboat propeller, they wasn't even trying to give the man who made that, because they said that he wasn't even a person. And my wife and I watched this new Tyler Perry movie, and I was so connected to that movie. I was like, wow, that's me. Cause I was a sheltered kid. My mom would not want me to be outside. She would keep me inside the house. I have had every game system except for the latest Xbox. I've had every Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance SP, Game Boy Micro, Nintendo DS, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, Xbox 360. I've had all those game systems. I have the first generation Pokemon set back in my hometown. That's just money just sitting there at the crib. Oh yes, Josiah. Oh, I have, and mind you, I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd. Like, every day I wake up, I'm reading, learning about new things each day and every day. I got into this accident last year, October. And my neurologist was going to tell me that I might need speech therapy. I just stuck to what I do normally, because before I got into this accident last year, I could push out 30 to 60 videos in a day and flood the algorithm. So every day I wake up, I create 6 or 7 videos a day on TikTok, and then I post them on my YouTube channel. I just posted 5. Man, it's crazy.
Have you in $200,000 worth of debt, even though you already have a degree and can't find a job? Sorry about that. Got a little heated right there, because people just don't know no better. In all seriousness though, these are the things that prepare your children to have a better future than even you did. And it all starts with the habits that not only you have for them, but the habits that you install in them as they're growing up.
Are you worried that using your home address for business puts your privacy at risk? At iPostal One, we can help. So, you've started your own company, but feel unsafe using your home address for business use. Not only does every customer and vendor see where you live, creepy, but you could be at risk for identity theft, property damage,
I'm telling you, y'all never cease to amaze me on here. Of course, first thing I do when I open my eyes, thank you, Lord, for another.
And then also, on top of having my, on top of having my degrees, having my certificates, I also have 5 different LLCs. That means I spent $200 of my own money to purchase these business names. The first business name was Intruso. And just to add some seasoning to it, I helped a black woman start a business. And I told her that she ain't got to pay me a dime. I said, all I want this to be is a testimonial for me to show that I can help somebody build a business from scratch. She didn't pay me a dime. I helped this woman start her own company. Now she's flourishing. She got contracts. I help her get to the bag. Man.
Day, but then I get on Facebook and I start scrolling. I get on Instagram and start scrolling just to see what's going on. I get on Facebook and I start reading this thing. There's a woman talking about her 17-year-old son who has a job, who helps her with bills. He gives her $500 from his check every time he gets paid. I'm like, damn, that's nice, that's good. Now, this is where the story gets twisted. The mom says that she gets $500 from him a month and he helps with the rent. The rent is like $1,400, okay?
First off, the rent ain't his problem. When our kids ain't gonna have to worry about paying no rent. His name ain't on that bill. His parents' name is on that bill. If you ain't got the money to be living there, you need to move.
Okay, so he pays 5, she pays 9. That's if y'all know math. 5 and 9, 14. Okay, you just add them extra zeros on the back. Now, she said her homegirls or her sisters or something were going on a cruise and she wanted to go. So she ended up going. On the cruise, she ended up overextending and spending too much. So she didn't have the money for rent when she got back. Her son's...
This woman done spent the $1,400 that was for her rent to go on this cruise. You didn't have the money, but instead, you still went. So now, you wanted to go because you felt like that you would be left out. And now, you got to deal with the consequences of your decisions. It is not up to your son to purchase, to pay for your rent. You are an adult. You're an adult. What you mean? What you mean I got scammed? What you mean I got scammed?
Statement came to the house and his statement said he had $8,012 in his bank account. She was behind on rent $3,500. She told him, give me the money. He said no. She's mad at said 17-year-old because he won't give her the money. He said, well, what I can do is I can go get an apartment for me and my siblings, and I can take my siblings, and you can find somewhere to stay.
Oh, shoot. I can take my siblings and go find an apartment. You gonna find somewhere to stay. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, gee willikers.
Now I'm gonna say this, and this is me personally, because we talk about this all the time on here. People taking money from their kids, people being irresponsible. Parents, these kids are not asking to be here. When they become of age and start working, you want to ask them for their money, their hard-earned.
The world look like to ask my kid for some money, and our kids didn't ask to be here. Like, I didn't ask to be here, but my mother and father planned for me to be here. I was a planned pregnancy. I was a planned one. I am a firstborn on my mom's side and my dad's side. I'm the firstborn grandson on my mom's side. I'm the firstborn grandson and great grandson on my dad's side. Now, I am the fifth generation of my father's lineage. I'm the fifth generation. I have 7 other siblings under me.
Money that they're working for so that they can stay in your home that you're supposed to provide for them. The boy ain't even turned 18 yet, and he's already talking about, well, I'll take my siblings with me. If you can't pay your bills, don't go on vacation.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
If you can't make your monthly payments on your bills, you should not be on fucking vacation. So the mom is mad at the son because he got $8K in his account and he don't want to give you $3,500. That man was working towards something, is working towards something. He even said, I can give you $1,000. She said, that's not enough. That boy's obligation of $500 a month, he ain't missed. You fell behind on the rent. You spent too much money on your trip. And now you come home.
It's not their obligation to give unto you, but it is absolutely your obligation to give unto the child. You hear me? It is only those people who are financially inept, who had children way before they should have, and who are trying to go outside flexing for people who don't care, who then try to place that burden onto the child that they didn't ask for. But now you have a situation where a young child is now having to provide much earlier than he should, and he's still a minor. Now he's thinking about taking his own siblings out to get an apartment. I don't even think, do they even give apartments out to 17-year-olds? Do they? But now he has to go out and get an apartment for his siblings because he doesn't want to have to deal with the turmoil of his mother and her coming down his neck asking for things that he shouldn't have to provide in the first place. Brother worked really hard for that $8,000 only to have to give unto you because you wanted to go on a doggone trip and you didn't have enough financial discipline to think about your rent before you went on it. There is no reason a minor should have to look after their living expenses when you as the mother are responsible for their upkeep. This is how you build hyper independence amongst children, and now they become extremely egotistical once they do get money, because now that they have money, they'll grow up and say, well, I did this all by myself. I ain't never needed no help. I ain't never needed nobody for nothing, Nathan, at all, because my mama tried to take money from me and I still was able to make it out of that hellish condition. You hear me? And that kind of person is horrible to have friendships with, horrible to have relationships with, and horrible to have conversations with, because they've become so self-absorbed since they've always had to do everything themselves that they are incapable of considering others. And so all of these things are things that you need to be aware of as a parent to make sure you are raising your children properly, because if you do not, it could lead to a lifelong generational amount of trauma. But what do you guys think about the video? I just wanted to have another discussion about how your family could impact you and how they could even lead you to going broke if you do not establish boundaries and have guardrails around who you allow around you. There are many family members who think that simply because they are your blood, that they are entitled to you, that they are entitled to your.
Listen, let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you this. The only person, the only people that know what I do to make money is my wife, my mother, God. There's only a select few of people who know what I actually do to make money. When I tell people I'm a medical courier, even when I was working a 9 to 5, there was one lady that said it might not work. And then I'm thinking, what you mean it might not work? Because I pay $40 to own the name Never Late Medical. And when I purchased it, that was in May. That very next month, I was let go from that job. And then when I talked to them, they was like, "You got anything else to say to us?" Man, I deleted their numbers on my phone. I don't remember their names that I worked with. Like I can't lie to you. I don't remember their names. Like I deleted their names on my phone. I blocked them on TikTok because like I don't. That's why I can't be showing my motion in front of people. Because there's a lot of people who be saying they want to be streamers. And once I found out that it works, I'm not going to stop. Not going to stop. Let me see. Oh my goodness. Hmm. I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna see if I'm able to. I'm gonna see if I'm able to.
I'm back. So we can do the rematch. April 5th on my birthday in Detroit, Michigan. I'm on my way to Detroit, man. Hey, Calico, tell everybody, man. Only way I'm doing the rematch is if it's in Detroit. Winner the hottest in Detroit. You better act cool. This Black Mafia battle league, but I will smack you. You wanna go home and get tied up? And this for all you. This for Lux, Suge, Tay-Rock. This for all the I battled on the East Coast. Shotgun Shelters in the D, man, Jersey. You already know what the it is, man. What better present than Shotgun Suge, head on a motherfucking platter? You was real disrespectful on the East Coast, Jimmy. When you get to Detroit.
Bro, I don't know. That don't seem safe. That don't seem safe, Shotgun Suge. I remember. Trick, yeah, nah, that don't seem safe. That don't seem safe at all. That don't seem safe at all.
You better behave yourself, look. Birthday bash, April 5th.
I want to get into another, crazy topic right now happening in the culture. First, I'm going to say, free Geechee Gotti.
Free Geechee Gotti.
Unfortunately, recently we just seen like a week ago, Gotti was arrested on like a crazy, crazy situation and everything like that, with the whole, the whole drug case and everything like that. He's getting a lot of people coming at him. He's getting a lot of people feeling like, he for being such a hot battle rapper, he's dumb for doing this, and he's getting a lot of criticism right now.
Yeah.
In the culture. You know what I'm saying? What's your thoughts on, Gotti, being another person in the culture that we really love and respect, and somebody who I know you cool with and got a personal relationship with, seeing him in this situation and I guess being torn down and people really going at him right now at this point.
I mean, anybody can say what they want to say about whoever, but you're not that person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you don't know, y'all think y'all know our lives, bro. Y'all don't know us, bro. Y'all think y'all know us. So when you find out something in my real life, you may have an opinion about it, but you just never knew me. You just know me as, just know the rapper.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't know me. You don't believe my raps for real. You know what I'm saying? You just like the way they sound. You don't think I'm telling the truth. And that's why you can tell the truth. But it's one of those situations where, bro, you don't know that man, bro, to be judging that man. You don't know what the that man got going on in his real life. You just don't know. I'm quite sure he not. I know one thing. I know he's not a dummy. I know he's an intelligent guy. So I don't know what he was on. You know what I'm saying? But he was on it. And sometimes just do shit. Just do dumb shit all the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just I didn't been in situations where I'm like, what the am I doing? What the I done did? What is happening in this situation right now?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I done had some times where I'm like, damn, bro, that could have been it right there. Like I could have been in life in prison type shit. I could have been dead from doing the shit that I did. But hey, you never know what type. Don't know what the bills like in California either.
Right.
Them ain't regular bills like how they are for you in your city. You know, them bills different being from California.
Well, what was your first thought when you seen this shit or you heard about it?
Funny. Man. Hope my dog get through that shit for real. Like, I instantly felt, his kids, you know what I'm saying? I instantly just thought about his kids and his wife.
Damn. Yeah, who's gonna be able to look out? Who's gonna take care of your family? That is tough. I can't imagine that. When you look at the seriousness of his charges and everything he's dealing with, you know what I'm saying? Are you hopeful? Do you see you know what I'm saying? Or do you see it like him facing some serious time?
I don't have a clue.
Got you.
I don't know. I hope he don't though. I hope he come home as quick as he can for his family, And yeah, I don't, when it comes to projected numbers and all, he gonna do this, he gonna do that. I think, man, shut the up. Lame ass. Go say that shit to your family or something. Don't be on no camera. What you doing? Lame as hell. Like, I don't know.
Nah, I mean, yeah.
Trying to come home, we don't know. Talking about surfers getting 30 years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, when he first got locked up. Yeah, it's crazy, like, when you say that, when Surf first got locked up, it was a lot of the same sentiment.
30 years, he getting...
People were calling him dumb.
Rico, he dumb, he stupid.
He throwing away his career. Yeah, that's true.
Lame ass. You ain't never did shit in your life. So yes, it's dumb to you. You don't know how many times I done walked out of this pharmacy and went and paid all my bills. You're not even thinking about that because you just see this story. You don't know what I do in my life, in real life. I'm probably happy I'm caught for this. I probably got shit that I really would never come home for, that I never got caught for. You shut your whole ass up. You don't know.
I seen DJ Academics, you know, like this story done got so big, you know, it's out of battle rap now, everybody's picking it up, things like that. Yeah. And he said something which I seen a lot of people echoing now, where he, you know, they're saying, damn, battle rappers, you know, y'all need to get paid more, y'all not making enough money to survive, and battle rap isn't taking care of y'all life, and things like that, you know?
Well, because you is a that sit in front of a computer. So yes, I feel that. Bro, you don't know what I'm into, bro. You don't know what my life, you don't know what my expenses are, bro. You don't know who I'm taking care of. So yeah, you could feel how you want to feel, bro, but I'm quite sure Brody was on that mission because he was on something. I don't know. He on that. Right? It's just some just ain't on that. So yeah, Academics, you're not on that. So of course you're gonna feel like that.
When you think of people saying like, okay, battle rap don't pay enough, I'm not gonna lie, this was just my perspective, right? And how I was looking at shit. I'm like, yo, but don't in the industry who's supposedly making millions get locked up all the time?
Like what?
For supposedly dumb shit all the time. I'm talking about supposedly
NFL smacking bitches up in the elevator, like
you know, not throwing tank on Davis and all that. Like it's a lot of who's making multi-million dollars, athletes. What are you talking about, bro? You know, like
I mean, and they probably response to that will probably be they doing some dumb shit, hitting a woman or something like that. They not on a mission to go rob.
But there's who's out here doing wild shit.
Yes, bro.
Doing illegal crimes and doing and these is supposedly or making millions of dollars.
Yes, but you don't never know what it's making.
Right.
I don't know what the Academics making.
Right.
I don't know what he do in his real life either that I will feel is dumb or stupid.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know.
He got caught up for, you know, what he got caught up for
All
too.
I know is he make content. He make money off of content.
Right.
So he have to go and speak about Geechee Gotti because this is negative. And it's gonna get some hits, and he trying to make money off his hits. He ain't never posted a Geechee Gotti album. He ain't never posted nothing to help Geechee Gotti. He just gonna post. That's what he do.
Yeah.
I ain't even mad at Academics. That's what he do.
Right.
He's gonna talk about your business. That's what he's gonna do. That's how he feed his family. Which I think that shit dumb. I don't know. Maybe it's smart to you. Like I can't just sit up and talk about other motherfuckers.
Right.
It's hard for me.
Because I see, like, I guess the conversation is like, I guess our battle rappers make it enough. Is it even worth it anymore? Or is it?
Bro, battle rap is a hustle, bro.
Okay.
And something that we love to do. If you're gonna give me $50,000 to do some shit that I love to do,
right?
I'm gonna take it.
Right.
And I'm gonna go and do the battle.
Right.
If I will do this for free. But the fact that I see you selling,
bro, like y'all gotta understand, like I own a medical courier company. I'm already getting paid. Before I was about to, you see, I'm about to turn this into a money machine. I used to just stream for fun. But now I know you can actually make money off this. It's on and popping.
Tickets to make money. I need my cut.
Right. And at one point, did it for free. Did it for respect.
Yes. But bro, once the ticket's $100,
right?
And
I'm selling, and I'm
a cult following,
and I'm a part of selling this $100 ticket.
We have people that love this, bro.
Yes.
People get through bad days with battle rap, bro. People get through hard times with battle rap.
Culture was built off of this shit.
In college, survive off battle rap and noodles. You know what I'm saying? In jail is paying for cell phones and watching battles, bro.
My man just came home. He said he was locked up. He said all he was talking about was battle rap bars and
exactly, bro.
Talking about their favorite battlers and all that.
We are the culture, bro. And be jealous of that. So they start saying shit about money. Oh, he was doing this. Oh, they must not be getting no pay. You got to think about this, bro. The pay. I'm just better than you at rapping, bro. I love rap.
That's real.
Stop talking about what I'm... Anything I make off battle rap is promos. This is something I do for free.
Damn.
Any coin I ever made. I made $75,000 in one battle.
Damn.
I did one battle and made a 70 ball.
Damn.
I don't give a what you think.
Right.
I don't care.
Sheesh.
50, 70, 30, 40. I take 20 sometimes, depending on the situation.
Right.
If I like it. If it's something that I like.
Right.
A battle that I want. You know what I'm saying? But used to be on cards. 5 battles in a row. Flight in a room. You know what I'm saying? So
Smack said fly to me if you know what I mean?
You hear me? So anytime giving me more money than they made all year to go rap for 9 minutes, bro. Get the on, bro. I don't give a what you think. I don't care how you feel.
I see on you on Twitter even say
that don't mean I ain't gonna have another hustle or another hustle or another hustle.
Right.
That just might be Geechee Gotti other hustle. Like I don't.
And it's okay if you got a job or whatever.
Whatever, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I see Snake Eyes post something like, I gotta I work too.
Yeah.
On top of that, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, you know what I'm saying? Other people just showing like, nah, it's...
That's crazy. That is insane.
People who doubt it. Now they clap when I walk in the room, feel crowded. What is this? Used to laugh when I said I was chosen. Now they stare like they seen a ghost when I show up. What is this? Yeah. Love feels strange when it come from a distance. You ain't believe, don't act proud of my win. In a vehicle, they said I couldn't give, I appeared.